Welcome to Keeping It Realty.
Welcome back to Keeping It Realty. I'm your host, Martha Smith.
And I'm your co-host, Natalia Pierantoni.
And today's guest is changing the way we sell real estate. And he's a big fan of scary movies. So in honor of Halloween, we dressed up. And
oh, Lord,
we couldn't let you be there with nothing
Correct.
on your head. So because you're the king.
Because you're the king of not so typical home tours. Love him or hate him. All right.
I'll be queen.
Hey.
Hey, y'all. I'll take it.
All right. So he is killing it in real estate, and he's definitely going to grab your attention. Please help us welcome none other than Chandler Thompson.
Let's go. All right. So Chandler, let's start with your background.
Okay.
How did you get into real estate, and how did Tampa Turf come to life?
So I feel like my story with real estate's definitely not as fancy as people tend to think it is. I couldn't find a job after college. I graduated before I moved back home to Tampa because I'm born and raised here. Mm-hmm. I got my real estate license on a whim just because I heard stuff about it and I watched HGTV and was like, this looks fun. So I got my license. I passed the test within the first time, which was probably the luckiest thing I could imagine. Didn't study much. Got my license, asked my dad if I could move back home and try it out for a year and if he'd sort of help support me. I know a lot of people don't have that benefit, so I was lucky on that end. He said, sure. I dove right into it. I don't think I made my first sale until like 6 months in. I did 2 open houses every single weekend for the entire first year I did real estate, and that's where I picked up basically all of my clientele. Social media didn't become a factor for my real estate career until maybe 2 years ago. So that's a very recent venture for me. It's not necessarily something that just happened when I started. It's new.
You're great. Before I even met him, I found him on Instagram. And then I remember we went to like some event at a builder and I saw him walk in and I'm like, I know you.
Oh yeah.
I felt like I met a celebrity.
That was Jerry's event.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was over at Pulte Homes.
In Pulte. That's right.
It was forever ago.
I know. I've known you a long time.
I think that was when my stuff started slowly
Yeah, and I
popping
thought
off.
you were so funny and so different when I saw you on Instagram. I was immediately like hooked looking at all your stuff. Like, oh my God, this kid's hilarious.
Thank you. I can't take full credit for that, but I assume that's probably coming up.
Your videos do stand out.
Thank you.
So did you always know you wanted to do this bold approach, or like it happened naturally? Like, tell us a little bit about that.
So that's where that comes up, that I can't take full credit. I am not the original inventor of the OG, like, unhinged real estate content. As much as I would like to claim that, I'm not. There's a guy in Texas, his name's Brad the Realtor. He's basically the one I saw blow up overnight. He gained like 100,000 followers in a night. It was ridiculous. And I was like, damn, this is something I've always wanted to do. I didn't really have the balls to do it ever. How do I change it up? How do I make it work? So I actually messaged him and said, hey, can I do something like this as long as I'm not sort of stealing your content? I don't want to steal your ideas. I want to make it my own. And he gave me his blessing, was like, hey, I'm all for it, dude. You're in a different state. I don't care. Have fun. Make it your own. Don't steal my jokes.
That is awesome.
You know what?
Cool.
I've heard this story. I have to give you respect because you always give him credit. And I think that's
beautiful.
Cool of you.
I've never... I mean, even as someone who's been on social media for so long, even with my podcast that I do with my best friend and all that stuff, we always give credit where credit's due. I never want to be that person who's copying stuff and be like, oh, you're the original. The amount of comments I get on a daily basis under my stuff that's, you're copying this person. And I'm like, if you did your research, I've actually been doing it longer than this person, but I always give props to the original.
Is this person a female?
Who is this?
I have multiple people who I get compared to. It is not that one, actually. The one there's one specific person I get compared to a lot. He'll never see this, but his name is Caramel Express. His name's Trey.
I'm going to tag him.
Tag
the same thing.
Well,
we're going to send it to him directly.
He's got about 1.2 million followers on TikTok, but he came from Vine. So he already had a following, and he didn't do real estate at first. He then got into real estate after he got a following from TikTok, and because he's got one of the biggest followings, I get told I copy him all the time. And I'm like, I've been doing this longer, but it's fine. I get it. I mean, there's a lot of realtors actually at this point do what I do now. I think everyone sort of got their own shtick. I definitely think some copy more than others. That's just the saltiness probably talking, but I won't go into that. But it's definitely just more of a do your own thing and go from there. I never anticipated mine to take off, to be honest. I filmed a video the day after Brad sort of was like, yeah, do it. I'm like, okay. So I just went to a random house. I didn't ask for permission. Probably should have. Took me like 2 hours to film. I just sort of did what I thought was funny, and I edited it. I sent it to 10 people, including my broker. I asked my broker if he'd fire me if I posted it, and he was like, absolutely not. That's insanely funny. Post it. I'm like, okay. So at least I have the freedom to sort of do it.
Awesome.
I posted it, and then 200,000 views later in like a day or two.
Crazy.
I just sort of went from there.
It's just,
and
it's
got
a
lucky.
little controversial, and I feel like that's what you need to have. You have to be a little different and a little, you know,
I think,
spicy.
yeah, spicy would be one way to put it. A little traumatized, a lot of ADHD and trauma. I think the biggest thing with me is like, that's how I've always sort of been. Me and my best friend have that dynamic. That's how we always are when we do our videos. It's really fun. It's just normal to us. And I never really liked holding back. I just sort of like, I've never been that prim, proper real estate agent. You're not going to catch me wearing a suit in a $5 million house pretending I drive an Audi. It's not my thing. That's never been my thing.
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
What if you like become a billionaire?
I won't.
Hey,
That's
bring that
never
into
been my
existence.
intent. And that's not even meant to be like, oh, my goals. I don't want to be that. I've never wanted to be that. I don't care about being the agent who makes $5 million a year.
Yeah.
I don't.
I really, really dig it. I like that about you. Do you think every realtor should be on social media, or do you think it takes a certain personality trait?
I think every realtor can be on social media. Do they need it? No. I definitely think real estate obviously is one of those careers where if you don't adapt, you die. Like that whole vibe of you need to get on board with this. I mean, when I started real estate, I did not sign up to be an influencer. I hate that word. I'm not even an influencer technically because I don't make money from my content. So
You should.
I should,
into
yes, but it's more complex with all the different algorithms and all the different platforms. But most agents should be on social media to some extent, I think. But I know some of the most successful agents in the world who don't even touch social media.
That's right.
And they've built a platform over the years that they don't need it. So do you need it? Probably not. Can it help? Absolutely. Some of the most successful agents, especially in the younger generations, real estate is moving more and more towards social media.
Yeah, for sure.
I could say I don't think I've sold or would not have sold about 80% of the houses I sold this year without.
Yeah, I was
social
going to say,
I was gonna say, but that
how much-
drives
Yeah.
clients.
how
right?
much of your business would you say you get from social media?
I'd say it's probably like 70% is about social media
That's
now.
nice.
30% is
That's high,
mostly
yeah.
referrals. That's really the only two things I do nowadays. My friend Sonia, she's a very good friend of mine. She got really big on social media, and she was my biggest influence for that and inspiration from that because she started killing me in numbers. And I started real estate before her and everything. I was just like, what's going on? Where's this coming from? And then she just started killing it on Instagram, just being really consistent. And I told her, I'm like, how are you doing this? Like, whatever. And then I did videos, not the ones I do now, just sort of whatever walkthroughs.
Yeah, like mine. Regular deggers.
Ours.
It's sort of, yeah, but
Yeah.
they got some traction, but I was doing like appearing in a bathtub or sort of trying to
Yeah,
make them
it's
fun.
different.
But then nothing really picked up until I showed my personality. That's when people were like, I like
he's
that.
funny.
Yeah,
Be
like,
you,
I
be
can make that
unique,
work.
yeah, authentic. Love that.
That's the biggest thing is like, people can watch my videos and a lot of people might say, oh, those are forced. I'm like, no, that's legitimately just
Yeah.
how I
That's
am.
you.
But I feel like a lot of people try to potentially force the comedy aspect of
Yeah.
it and it doesn't.
Yeah, I could never pull that off.
Yeah. So what's been the reaction from clients, agents, or even the community? Like, what's your feedback on that?
Mostly, I'm very thankful that I've had mostly positive feedback, especially from agents. Thankfully, I thought a lot of agents were going to hate everything about it. And don't get me wrong, I've gotten my fair share of hate from agents who are like, this is not professional. This is making our industry look bad, blah, 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 blah. And I fully expected that. It's just sort of normal. However, I think it just depends on the person, you
Yeah.
know? Like, I want to attract the people I want to work with.
Right.
So at the end of the
That's a
day,
great point.
if you don't, pardon the French, if you don't fuck with my humor, you don't have to
you don't
work
need
with
it.
me. You know,
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't think I'm going to get the most high-end clientele for my videos. I'm probably not going to be selling $5 million houses because I'm humping plants in houses. But I get the people who want to work with me, who want to work with someone who makes the process less stressful and have fun with it. Because I think people already have a very bad stereotype of what realtors are.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
I
yeah.
think we're sort of known as the used car salesman. Like,
So do
different
you
industry.
shoot everything yourself, or do you have like a team or someone that helps you?
yeah, so that's what everyone seems to like be concerned about when I tell them I do everything on my own. I have a tripod, a tiny $20 mic from Amazon,
Good for you. Look at
and
you.
myself. I've debated hiring like an editor or something just to sort of help me push out content, but I just don't know if I can delegate the editing process because I don't think anyone would really know how my mind works in order to edit it.
So what I'm hearing
appropriately.
you say is you have control issues.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Red flags everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
got
talk
it.
to my therapist about it. No.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
No, it's more of like just a freedom process thing. Like most of my funny comes
Creative.
from editing, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like a lot of it's definitely, I improv everything when I get to the house and everything. I don't have a script, but a lot of it just comes from the behind the scenes when I'm just editing videos and I'm like, oh, this would be funny here. I can add this in.
Yeah. I think if you found
very
an editor
creative, yeah.
that was, on the same wavelength with your
Just a,
comedic
lot,
Matches your
style,
just a lot of autism.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. a lot of autism, a lot of ADHD.
Yeah.
That's about the
They're
whole,
out there, man. They're out
the
there.
whole vibe. I'm like, do you have trauma? Cool. We can make this work.
I love it.
We'll work together.
Did you watch a lot of SpongeBob? Cool.
Yeah.
All the references. Here you go.
What's been your most viral video so far, and why do you think it blew up?
That's a great question. What is my most viral video? Actually, I do know my most. That's funny. I didn't think I did, but I do. So the most viral one I did was in Ybor. Ironically, shout out to Jerry, who's on with my brokerage. It was her listing. And it was this little bungalow in Ybor. Really nothing that special about it. And I remember I was getting watched heavily from the neighbor sitting on their porch when I was filming it, which made it very uncomfortable. I think that was just a product of its time more than anything else. I think that's when my channel was blowing up, and that's when the unhinged real estate was getting a little more popular, and it just happened to hit the algorithm and at the right time. I still have yet to have a video hit 1 million views on Instagram, unfortunately. That one hit like 940.
Wow. Congrats.
Still high.
But yeah, I'm not complaining, but I don't really know. I don't particularly think, I look back at that one ironically and think that one's more cringy than funny because my videos have only gotten more unhinged as I make them. Like if you compare my first video to what I do now, it's almost like they're not even
not.
close.
You like ran with it.
Yeah, I'm sort of like, oh, this is sort of innocent and funny and just whatever. And now I'm just like, what can I get away with today?
Yeah, that's the question.
It's sort of bad to be honest, but it's fun.
Do you ever create content and then watch it and then just question whether you can
Every
post it
time.
or not? Yeah.
Literally every time. Every time I'm doing videos or if I make certain jokes, I'm just like, could I put that in there and get away with that? I don't know yet. But to be
It's
honest,
tricky.
I'm more worried about the agents, not the people. I don't think people will ever be mad or whatever, offended. There's been a few people in my comments who are very offended by very specific jokes, which I can understand. But at the same time, it's like most of the people who follow me will comment and be like, you must be new here.
So why agents? Why do you care what agents think?
Because in reality, what I'm doing is not necessarily, it sort of draws the line between ethical and not. You know,
I see how that could, yeah.
like I think if you blend comedy into real estate, a lot of like professional quote unquote agents who've been doing this a long time, especially old heads who've
Yeah.
been doing this for 40 years, 30 years,
Yeah.
are going to come at that and be like, you're not allowed to do that, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. And I've had a few of those and I've had a few of them threaten me, but nothing's ever come to it. But at the end of the day, it's just, I'm just having fun.
Fun, yeah.
Whatever. People are like, you're insulting the house. How dare you? I'm like, if you watch my videos half the time, I'm actually not insulting the home. I'm usually just making very self-deprecating jokes while showing the home. So I'm not really doing anything bad. So it's hit or miss.
So what's the funniest reaction you've gotten during a home tour?
Funniest, like online?
Yeah.
Oof. Funniest reaction.
Like, what do you mean? Like
Like
in a
comment
video?
wise, or you mean like
Yeah, like comment wise, like
God.
Or maybe not even funny, just like I don't know, toxic. What is the most toxic thing?
I've
anybody
gotten a
has?
few real toxic ones. Like I had this one lady, I'm not afraid to post the hate I get. So that sort of opens myself up for trouble, unfortunately, because I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
So if someone posts something really just absurdly mean or whatever towards me, I'll post it on my story and just let
Put 'em on
everybody have a
blast.
ball
And you
with
put
it.
them on a, oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've seen it actually on your story.
I do
where-
it all the time. It's probably a terrible toxic trait of mine, but I'm like, hey, if you're going to put it out there, I'm going to put it out
Yeah,
there.
if you're
So
gonna
let's-
troll me, I'm trolling you back.
Exactly. So I had one where she did like this whole video and it got a good amount of views. And she was just like, is this what the real estate industry's come to? I would never want him doing this to my house, blah, 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 blah. She didn't tag me, nothing, but my name was clearly in the video and all this other stuff. And I commented on it. And I was just like, I mean, next time you want to talk trash about me, that's totally fine. And that's well within your right, but like tag me.
Yeah.
Tag me.
Want
At
some
least,
credit?
Please talk.
give me some credit, you
Yeah.
know? So I posted it on my story. I didn't tell anyone to do this, FYI. I just thought it was funny. But apparently a lot of people started messaging her.
Oh no.
And then she deleted her account.
She was like, I can't.
She
I
was
can't.
overwhelmed.
So I was like, I didn't mean to do that. Sort of found it funny
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bit. But at the same time, like, if you're going to
I think the people
talk
love you.
for the
trash,
They have
you know,
community.
whatever. That was an interesting one. Like, funny wise, I mean, arguably just the amount of DMs I've gotten on a daily basis. That's always an interesting
Lots of
one.
love.
I can
Lots of
imagine
love.
because I don't have nowhere near as many followers as you do, and all the messages. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, I didn't even see that message.
Can't follow.
Happens all the
like,
time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I need to do a better job keeping up with stuff. But the funnier part is just, I think the funniest interaction wise is just the fact that I even get recognized is really weird.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not a celebrity.
I feel like you are.
Like
You are to us.
I
You're
go
a
to
celebrity to us.
Local celeb.
What's
Love
your
it.
advice for realtors who want to start making content but are nervous about putting stuff?
You got to
Okay.
start somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I was lucky in the fact that I sort of had somewhat experience putting myself out there prior with my podcast and my best friend. We do videos on TikTok and stuff like that. That's never been very nerve-wracking to me. I'm very good in front of people, like TMI, but like I played in a band, so I'm used to that. Or like public speaking was the only thing I'm good at in college,
Really?
quite literally in high school. Like, don't get me wrong, I got straight A's, but that's just because I can regurgitate.
No, you're a smarty. I can tell you're a smarty pants.
I'm
Yes,
not.
you are.
Smarty.
Don't dumb yourself.
90% of my brain is just retaining really meaningless pop culture quotes, and that's about it. But most of it's SpongeBob. But aside from that, like I got good grades and everything like that, but the only thing I was very truly good at was public speech. So I've always been really good in front of
Right. So
crowds.
tell us about your podcast. What is it about?
So my podcast, for everyone watching, my podcast is completely not relevant to real estate. Me and my best friend, I always pronounce this incorrectly and people always mishear me, is a horror podcast. I always say horror very short.
Horror.
So people think it's something totally different. And we just talk about scary movies, stuff like that, cons, fest coming up, stuff like that. Anything related to the
check it out.
horror community. We're called Welcome to Creepy Camp.
Welcome to
love
Creepy Camp.
Spotify and
Check
Apple
them out.
Music. What's up?
So see, we thought of you. We
Yes.
booked you right here, right before Halloween.
We dressed up also.
Yeah.
I
Yay.
appreciate it. You guys are rocking the uniforms and the
Heck
outfits.
yeah.
Halloween is definitely my it's what I look forward to every year. So
Do you have any plans for Halloween?
So ironically, usually every year I throw a party, have my friends come over. I try to go to Halloween Horror Nights at least like 6 to 7 times a year. I hit up all the local haunts, everything like that. I will actually be in Japan during Halloween.
Cool.
But for those of you who don't know, by the way, Japan goes crazy during Halloween.
Really?
People
I
don't
didn't
know
know
that, I don't think. But if you look up Halloween during Japan, it's like,
Oh, it's legit. You
It's
gotta be
crazy.
there.
So what are you dressing up as?
that's a great question. So ironically, I am as much as to Halloween or into Halloween as I am, and knowing my very, very knowledgeable extent of horror films, I never dress up really. I'm lazy.
Really? That's so much fun though.
It's useful because I will use my vast knowledge to find the laziest outfit I can of a movie maybe people don't know that
Oh
well.
my
So then
goodness.
people can't question me when I tell them what I am. Makes my life easier.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's funny.
facts.
I'm
I
lazy.
love that.
I just don't like dressing up that much. I don't know.
There's some good ones. I went to Spirit to go pick up our
The
stuff.
little stuff.
Yeah, and there were some fun ones. There was like what is it called when it's checkered red and black?
Plaid?
Yeah, plaid. So there was a plaid like cut off shirt, and it said Dick, and then it said something about he works with wood.
Solid, just like a lumberjack.
A lumberjack.
Little
There
lumberjack, just dick wood.
Yeah.
Or just wooden dick.
I was like,
love
that's
that.
funny.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'll do some cat ears. I'll put some pasties on. That's it.
Wow.
That's my outfit. I got it.
Okay, that's easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear. Just walk around.
Chandler, if you weren't in real estate, we're curious. What career would you be in?
That's a great question. I have no idea. Like, to be dead honest,
Another passion of yours that
that's the weird thing is like, I have a passion for like horror films and stuff like that. Sure, and music was my big thing prior. I actually went to school for music and music business first, but I decided to keep that a hobby, not really something I wanted to pursue because that entire community is very toxic in the music business world.
it is
And
true.
I was just like, oh, thank you. Because I went to school in Nashville at first. For that, left. Never again. I don't know. I've always been a bit of a jack of all trades my entire life. And I don't really have like a gleaming passion for a lot of
That's
stuff.
fine.
Yeah, real estate it is.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. Like if I had to quit real estate tomorrow, I could not tell you what I'd do.
Whatever.
I have no clue. Like I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but for now, I'll just hopefully keep doing what I'm doing.
Being present.
If I could go frolic in a field and never have to work a day in my life, I'd be down for that.
Have you ever seen Mighty Pythons?
Yes.
Okay, you're giving me Mighty Python vibes right now. When you said frolic, I remembered the guy with the little.
Wait, are you talking Monty Python?
Monty.
Oh, I was about to be like the Mighty Pythons.
Monty, my bad.
No, yes, Monty Python and the whole. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I could quote that movie for days. It's we're the kingdom of people who say ni.
Yeah, it's
Like,
the
my
weirdest
leg.
thing. The only
Really
reason
gotta
why
watch it.
I know it is because my husband's a weirdo and he watches it.
Great.
And when I met him, he was like introducing
movie.
me to all of it. I was like, babe, I don't like this.
He's got taste. Just
Yeah,
saying.
he's got good taste.
Great taste.
I'll let him know
all
you
that.
said that. All right. What other questions do we have for him?
That's it.
That's it.
Bam.
I mean, unless you wanna.
Rapid fire. We got to put him through the rapid fire.
That's true.
There's rapid fire.
Yes. So there's
Oh,
a
no.
game
Yeah.
we have in our podcast,
Oh no. Here we
Chandler edition. Ready?
This is not going to be nearly as unhinged as it has to be for
go.
Chandler.
Yeah, I
I was
know.
about to be like,
I
you
know.
should have put like the worst questions
Yeah,
ever.
seriously.
Oh man.
I'll answer anything.
All right. Here's
Here's the first one. Best scary movie.
in your opinion.
Mine,
Mm-hmm.
my favorite scary movie of all time is a movie called I Saw the Devil. It's Korean.
Oh God, it sounds scary.
It came
It
out in
is.
2010. It's really good. Watch it. Always worth it. For those who do you watch Squid Games?
I did.
Yes.
So one of the main villains in the second season is the main protagonist in I Saw the Devil,
Okay.
the actor.
Actor of the.
My second favorite horror film is Hereditary.
I
seen that.
watch scary movies, but I've
Oh,
never heard of
Hereditary's
the
like,
name.
it was a pretty critically like acclaimed film in the past.
Really?
It came out, 2017? I think. That's what this tattoo is.
So funny story. When I
Wow,
was
you
little, I
tatted
loved
yourself.
scary movies, and then I got older, and then I really got
hated 'em?
scared.
Yeah.
I don't hate them. I'm just scared of them. Like I'll watch something,
Yeah.
and I'm like, take
Yeah,
it
I'm
off,
not
take
really
it
a
off. Like I
fan.
just
I'm sort of the opposite.
They scare me.
Scary movies don't do anything to me. I'm desensitized at this point. They don't do a whole lot. I watch them just because I love the aesthetic of them and I
Yeah.
just think they're cool. Games, I get terrified of though.
games. Why?
Like playing horror video
Like-
games.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
like the
like-
Ouija board and stuff.
Well, no, like video games specifically.
Video
So
games.
like I grew up playing games like Silent Hill, if you don't know what that is, or Resident Evil, or
I know Resident
yeah,
Evil.
there was one
heard of
called
that.
Dead Space that I grew up playing that is basically set in space. And you have to kill these aliens, and it's basically like a survival horror game. And it's traumatized me like my entire life.
Why?
goodness.
It's just terrifying. I don't know what it is, but like
Because you're in it.
yeah, immersing yourself in it
Yeah.
scares the crap out of me. But
Okay.
movies don't do anything to me.
All right.
Games.
I'm
I'm
just sort
gonna
of like-
get you a game.
Have you ever roasted a house so badly that a seller got mad at you?
Yes.
tell
I've
me
had
about
a
it.
few actually, but main specific one I remember my friend, she actually reached out to me because she's pretty popular on social media too. And she said, hey, my seller's seen your videos and would love to hire you to do one. Do you want to collab? I'm like, absolutely, let's go. So we did a collab, did her video, then I did mine, posted it, and he then reached out to her. She called me and she said, hey, he wants it taken down. And I said, what for? And apparently it wasn't really him, it was his neighbors who apparently found the video because it did pretty well. And they were like, you're giving us a bad reputation in the neighborhood and making us look bad and blah, blah,
Oh
blah,
my
blah.
goodness.
He loved my stuff. He thought it was funny as hell.
Yeah, but
and
the
he even
neighbors.
told me I remember when I did the video, he put a sign up outside saying something on it like roast this for me or something like that. Like he like legitimately
legit
So he was
enjoyed my
into it.
videos.
It was the neighbors.
It was just the pressure of like the neighbors
Come on,
to take
neighbors,
it down.
you're
But
fun.
thankfully I told her, I'm like, no. And she was like,
Oh, you didn't take it down?
Absolutely not. I was like, you guys agreed to it. You want me to do it. I put a lot of time and effort into that and I made a client off of it. I'm not taking it down. That's my property. I'm not doing it.
Good for you.
So I've had a few others. I had one, who was it? Another agent, actually. She messaged me because there was sort of a blurred line moment. I messaged her. I was like, hey, can I go film some content at your house? And she's like, yeah, absolutely. Go for it. I'm like, before I do that, do you know my content?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, no, not really. I'm sure it's fine. I'm like, here's a link. Let me know. She never got back to me. So I went and I filmed it and I posted it. And she came back to me just saying I was like the most disgusting person ever and blah, 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 blah.
Oh my goodness.
Still didn't take it down. It's
No?
fine.
Have you ever
keep it
taken
there.
anything down?
I refuse. I mean, unless it's going to legitimately get me in trouble, fingers crossed, please don't
Yeah.
get me in trouble. But when you're blurring the lines like that with real estate, what's ethical and what's not, I know that's a risk. A lot of people, even my broker, Frank, he's told me, he's like, you might want to have someone sign something before you do it.
I was
Just to
just
protect
thinking
your
that.
butt. Yeah. I'm like, probably a good idea.
Yeah, you should
I
definitely
was
do
just
that.
thinking that. Like, you agree this will not be coming off.
Yeah.
Like,
It's,
wow.
It's a
That's
bit
a
of a
great idea,
risk.
though.
Yeah. So it's always entertaining.
How often are you recording these?
So I used to be a lot more frequent. I would try to put them out at least twice a week if I could. And I know to some people that's like nothing, but to me,
No, that is.
I mean, I'm improving all these. They take me 2 to 3 hours to film at most, or maybe even minimum. And then they take me longer to edit.
Yeah.
So my brain power can only function so much. And
It's a lot
some
of
days I'm feeling it, some days I'm not. I've literally gone to houses, filmed for 30 minutes, said, my brain ain't working. Went home, slept, came back the next day, was fine.
Creative,
So
yeah.
Yeah,
That
it's-
happens to us.
Us
Yeah.
too, yeah. If I'm
We're like, we're not feeling it
Yeah,
right now.
it's very hit or miss. So now I just try to post them once a week, the funny ones, and I just do B-roll in between that.
yeah.
And I'm sort of not transitioning, but just trying to include more educational stuff,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Because I
You're
think
growing
You're
up.
look at
growing up,
me.
Chandler.
People know me as like the funny dude, I guess, but I also need to let people know, hey, I know how to do my job appropriately.
Professional,
Just so
yeah.
you know. Yeah.
The most toxic thing someone has messaged
I think
you.
we already asked them
I
that.
already did that.
Message me.
Oh,
Message me is a different thing.
okay.
I've had some rude stuff sent to me before. I had one guy, trying to remember what it was, but he basically threatened to come like
Beat you?
beat the shit out of me.
Oh my
Were you
God.
scared?
No.
You didn't believe him?
No. I was just like,
gotta
dude,
get a
I literally
bodyguard.
was like, dude, I live here. I'm not gonna dox myself, but like I was like, yo, I live here, feel free.
Wow.
Like,
Wow, you're so ballsy.
It's,
I was gonna say.
it's not a matter of I can fight the dude. I'm like 140 soaking wet. I'm
Yeah.
not a big dude. I don't care about fighting, but like it's more so I know the dude's just talking. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
He doesn't
Yeah.
like what I do. I called him out for something. He called me and threatened to beat me up. I'm like, that's fine, man. I mean,
Did you know who the person was, or was
I
it
know who
somebody
he is.
hiding?
He was
Oh,
a
yeah?
realtor.
Oh, really? He was?
Still
he
is.
was?
Still is. And,
Local?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're gonna tell us.
wrong?
I almost called him out on my social media, but I talked to a broker. I was like, okay, fine. I
Don't
won't.
start none.
Don't
won't
start
be none.
anything.
like, I
Woo,
won't.
Sabri.
Yeah.
I tend to forget I'm also like representing my brokerage sometimes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Frank.
Yes.
I know you have to put up with me all the time. So
Is that the only brokerage you've worked at? since you were
no.
licensed?
So when I first started real estate, I was with KW, like
Okay.
everybody else. Wasn't really for me. Just didn't.
Can you imagine him at KW?
Oh,
doing
they
No.
wouldn't, they
videos?
wouldn't
No,
let
no,
me.
no.
There's no way. Yeah, they wouldn't let me.
No.
And then Frank, I remember, approached me and was like, "Hey, you met one of my other agents. I think you'd be a good buyer's agent." When he was with Charles Rottenberg, I said, "Sure." So I started as a buyer's agent with him. He opened up his own brokerage. Been with them ever since. Been
All
a
right,
process.
this was supposed to be rapid fire, but I just find you so fascinating
you.
that I
Yes,
just
we're
keep
just
on
like
asking you
I can
questions.
talk all the time, so
Yeah.
don't mind
What
me.
do I have here
More
for you?
As long as you're not running
What's
out of
the
time.
biggest WTF feature you've seen in a luxury house? The most impressive.
Ooh. Oh, that's a good question. Oh, no, I have to think about that. Hold on. I've seen a lot of home theaters.
5 hours later.
Right?
SpongeBob.
Tell me about it. One eternity later.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so difficult. Hold on. I'm trying to think of like the really weird ones. Like I've seen some weird shit. Like I remember I've seen full on basements in houses in Florida, which were very weird because they're not normal down here.
Yeah.
But one was definitely like a serial killer's basement. I've seen one that had a fully soundproof room that locked from the outside. And it was concrete. And I'm like, this is not like for bands or anything like that. This is terrifying. It was in like this weird bunker.
Oh, that's so scary.
Was it clean? Did it have a smell?
Like dead bodies?
A little bit.
Oh, no.
It was an odd thing.
Where's the area?
That was in, where was that? I think that was in Ybor.
Okay, makes
I
sense.
did another one in Ybor where they had an original entrance to the old tunnel system that used to run under Ybor.
neat.
And you could still go into it a little bit, but then it cuts off. That was super cool. We're talking luxury. Oh, God, a lot of wealthy people don't let me in their houses sometimes. So
Next question.
so
Wealthy
it
people,
varies
please
on the
let Chandler
house.
in there.
Yeah.
so
I
he
did
can-
see a massive tub, like that was arguably the size of like my whole house.
Really?
It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
How many people you
How
think
many
could
can you
fit?
fit in the tub?
Enough to have like one giant swingers party, I'm sure.
Nice.
Pretty sure.
Probably like
That's why they
40.
have it for.
Yeah.
It was like 30 or 40, something like that. It was sort of ridiculous.
All right. Well, last question.
Oh Lord, here we go.
If you could collab with any influencer or celeb, who would it be?
Can I have two different?
Sure.
I guess influencers can be celebrities too, but I feel like those are two totally different categories.
So pick one for each.
Ooh, that's a great question.
I'd like to make our guests think.
That's hard though. Like celebrity wise, I mean, it would probably have to be like someone just sort of funny and unhinged that I really enjoy.
Like that person you were telling us about
Oh.
before we started the pod with the tat. Don't say
Oh,
it. Don't say it.
You don't want me to. You brought it up. Shout out to my Owen Gray fans. That'd be a different type of collab, to be honest. I don't know.
That was
if you could,
off air, guys.
Do y'all have an OnlyFans content?
No.
I can throw it up. Not Owen Gray. That would be a different type of thing. Let's see here. That's gonna just get all the other dudes in my
what
DMs
was
now.
the-
Yeah,
what
for
was the
real.
question?
Hey.
I forgot the question.
I know.
Influencer or celeb?
Like, who would you want to collab with?
Celebrity wise, he's not an influencer by any means. I just think he's like the best person ever. I love Bill Hader. If you know who Bill Hader is,
Google him as you
he used to
speak.
be very, very big on SNL.
Bill
he has a-
Hader?
Yeah, he has a show called Barry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
He's
see.
funny.
That or Jack Black, because Jack Black's Jack
Jack Black is funny. Dude, my husband likes Jack Black too.
Everyone
It's
loves
so
Jack Black.
weird.
There's like 3 or 4 celebrities who have no haters, and Jack Black's one of them.
Really?
Well, School of Rock's also still a top 5 movie.
Yeah.
True.
All time.
That was
So,
pretty good.
Yeah.
it's him, like Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
No one hates Keanu Reeves. He's like
That's
the most
true.
normal celebrity ever. He takes the
love him.
subway.
I mean, he's all right.
How dare you?
He's all right.
He's very humble.
How dare
Like,
you.
I've
He's like the
heard
most
I mean,
so
I've never
many-
met him in person.
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember him in The Matrix.
Yeah, Betty White before she died.
Oh, Betty White.
That was a big
R.I.P.
one. Yeah, so like there's a good amount, but he's on there.
Oh, you're going to have a whole movie with
I
collabs.
wish. So Jack Black.
What are you
hit me up,
doing?
bro? I'm not that funny, but let's try.
Oh, yeah. He would be cool with Deadpool.
I'm trying to think of like a famous influencer that I like that much to where I'd want to like sort of collab with them. We can collab anytime. You just got to hit me up.
I'm going to clear my throat.
I can't really think of anyone on the influence side. There is someone, I'm sure. I just can't think of anyone at the moment, even though I'm chronically online. So
All right. So when this episode airs, you're going to think of a person and you're going to leave a comment and you're going to leave the person's name.
I can do that. I don't want to run you guys over time. So I got you.
It's all good. So Chandler, this has been so much fun. Thanks for pulling back. the
Robotic
curtain.
script. Hey guys, this has been a great time. Thank you for coming to our podcast. Next
Donna, I
up,
gotta. Oh my goodness.
we have the
you're
mascot for.
Thank you for pulling back the curtains and letting us know about social media. Okay, so for our listeners that want to follow you, what is your
Like, where do
handle?
you-
How can they reach you? How can they see your unhinged content?
So for anybody listening, my content is Tampa_Turf. That's on Instagram and TikTok. My Facebook is literally just Chandler Thompson. It's my personal Facebook. Also a weird story how that happened. I tried to do a business one, didn't happen. Uploaded stuff to my personal, blew up. So if you want to add me on Facebook or follow me, feel free. I'm very much a millennial, so that is still very much a thing for me is Facebook. I think that's about it. Everything's pretty much the same across the board. I don't have a YouTube channel. I should, but
You don't post your YouTube, your podcast on YouTube?
we do my other podcast. Yes, my other podcast is Welcome to Creepy Camp. We are on TikTok, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Instagram, all the
Sheesh.
fun stuff for that one. So if you like scary,
Good
spooky
luck to
stuff,
our editors who have
Yeah,
to put all that
seriously.
information down.
thanks guys. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to our listeners for, showing us love.
If you would like to be a guest on Keeping It Realty, email us at keepingitrealty@gmail.com.
Keeping it real.
See you next time on Keeping It Realty.
Thank you all for tuning into our podcast. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did.
Don't forget to follow us on social media at keepingitreal_T and share this episode with all your friends.
If you guys have any questions and topics that you guys would like for us for future episodes, let us know. Shoot us a message. We would love to hear from you guys.
See you next time on Keeping It Realty.